Okay. So guys, before we start, there's a small topic. It is under storage. I just want to cover it quickly. Managed and unmanaged disk. The one Usher was talking about. Though it has nothing to do with durability and nothing to do with storage specifically also. We are purely talking about the disk which we use in our virtual machine, that disk. So what is the difference? How to create it, that will come later, and that's, to be very honest, that's not even important. I have never seen someone in interview, someone asking that how to create and manage disk or how to create managed disk, right? But they ask difference. Definitely they do ask, do you know the concept of managed and unmanaged disk? Do you know the differences between managed and unmanaged disk? Yes, they do ask theory. We're going to focus on that, and practical will definitely come, not today, but when we'll be doing it, you will see managed and unmanaged disk automatically. Managed we have been doing, but let me explain it to you what is managed and unmanaged disk. So I'll go to my portal, I go to my machine. The moment I create a machine, one disk will be created for sure, right? Which disk is that? Data disk I want to create, I don't want to create, that is optional. But which disk gets created, guys?
OS disk.
OS disk, right?
OS disk.
Right. So be it OS disk, or if I add anything from here, data disk, anything, all these are managed disk where you did not create it. As in, you did not do anything extra. You just gave the instructions to Azure portal that I'm looking for a disk, and you got a disk. For example, if I come here and I say I am looking for a disk, disk number 1, what kind of disk do I want? Fine, premium, 4 GB, it's okay. And I just create it. Simple. This is still managed disk. Unmanaged disk is something where you go to storage account and then you create it and then you attach it here. That is your unmanaged disk. Okay. So this is the difference between managed and unmanaged disk. Microsoft always recommend to use managed disk. You will always see managed disk. There are n number of benefits when we use managed disk in terms of monitoring, in terms of durability, security, backup, and there are many things, n number of things where managed disk are way better than unmanaged disk. Then why do we have unmanaged disk? Okay, there are few options are there, exception cases for which we have unmanaged disk, and we are going to see that now. First, let's look at this. Managed disk is managed by Azure, and unmanaged disk is managed by us, as is in administrators, right, where we create it and we attach it. Managed disk helps you with replication and scalability issue. Managed disk will have snapshot option, अनलाइक अनमैनेज डिस्क. मतलब अनमैनेज डिस्क जब आप बनाते हो तो स्नैपशॉट भी नहीं ले पाओगे. लाइक आई क्रिएटेड द इमेज ऑफ स्नैपशॉट, वो भी नहीं होगा इफ आई हैव एन अनमैनेज्ड डिस्क फॉर माय मशीन, राइट? एंड वी कैन कन्वर्ट एन unmanaged disk to managed disk, but we cannot convert a managed disk to unmanaged disk. ये 3 या 4 जो है, इसको थ्योरी को इनको याद कर लो. You will have to say this in your interview. That's all. Rest things I'm going to explain here on the portal. So this is a managed disk. There is no option I can click here and I can convert it to an unmanaged disk. But if I click on an unmanaged disk, I do not have it right now, I'll create it maybe later, then you will have an option to convert that to managed disk. That is one difference. Other one is managed disk is managed by Azure, unmanaged disk is managed by administrator. Managed disk, we can take snapshot, we can do replication and scalability with managed disk. With unmanaged disk, we do not have snapshot option. 2-3 differences are there. Create a block or something or table, write it down, remember it easily. But the frequently asked questions में से है ये. Now, why would we use, if managed disk इतना अच्छा है, we do have everything in managed disk, why would we use unmanaged disk, right? So let's have a look at that. When you create a machine, do you get an option to select the size of your C drive's disk? You guys have created so many machines, right? Did you have an option to select the size of your C drive disk? Not talking about the type. SSD, HDD. I'm sure you know, you get that, right? Do you get an option to select the size? 127 GB. Did I have an option to select it? That I don't want 127 GB? Yes, guys, so many machines you have created.
OS disk, right?
Yes, yes.
We do not get option.
You don't get option, right? So now this is 127 GB. But I am using, let's say I'm not installing Windows operating system. I'm not installing Linux. I'm using Raspberry Pi. That's an operating system. Okay, it hardly take few MBs, or Linux Kali, hardly take 50 MBs. Why should I pay for 127 GB? I want only 50 MB. First thing, can I decrease this size of the disk? 127, fine. I
No.
did not get an option to create it. Okay, I'll create it and then decrease it to 50 MB. Can I do that?
No.
No, you cannot.
For
No.
OS, you cannot do any changes.
For
Any
both.
changes? That's completely
for
incorrect,
OS,
whoever answered. Can I not increase it?
Yes, you can.
we can increase it.
So how can you say no changes? And for OS, what do you mean by OS? Can I not increase it for data disk?
Yeah, we can
We
do.
can.
So in one sentence, you gave two incorrect answer. Let me see. I'm sorry, can't see the name, but whoever answered, guys, it's completely incorrect. See, in interview, no one is going to cross question and check your understanding. Here we are doing a class and I need to cross check that what is your understanding. Hence, I'm elaborating this. But if you say this sentence in your interview, you have given 3 incorrect answers and you have been marked incorrect on 3 topics. Interviewer will simply move to next question. He will mark it incorrect that no understanding on OS disk, no understanding on data disk, no understanding on disk resizing. So please be careful what you say in your interview, guys. Right? We cannot make any changes. It's completely incorrect statement. Fine. So yes, we can change. We can definitely make changes. We cannot decrease the disk. Can we decrease a data disk?
No, we
sir.
cannot.
Yes. In Azure, you cannot decrease anything. In fact. So here, by the way, I was talking about prices. So fine, I can't do that. One thing, let me know that, am I paying for 127 GB, by the way, or am I paying only for 50 MB if I'm using only 50 MB? How's the pricing works? I've taken 127 GB. I mean, I have not taken, Azure has given it to me. Azure did not give me any option, but I'm using only 50 MB. So am I paying for 127 GB or am I paying for 50 MB? What is it?
120,
127
127.
you are paying.
127.
No, we're paying only for 50. Whatever you're using, you're paying only for that. Don't worry. Just you have given them, this is your preference. Understand one thing. I mean, it's okay. Your guess was correct, that I was expecting the same answer, but I'll quickly explain it to you. See, it's Azure's big hard disk. Okay, this is Azure's big hard disk, maybe some terabyte, petabyte, zettabyte. You are saying, I am claiming this 127 GB. It's okay, but how much are you using as of now? You're using just this sort of amount. So did Azure actually give it to you? No. Azure ने भी सिर्फ आपको number बता दिया. Fine, you have this number. Right? You're not using it. Azure is not charging you. The moment you start using it, based on that, Azure will start charging you. This is for your managed disk. Got it, guys? Sorry, this is for your unmanaged disk. This is for your unmanaged disk. If you have unmanaged disk, this is how it works. That even if you have taken 127 GB and you are using only 50 MB, you are being charged only for 50 MB unmanaged disk. But this one, what kind of disk it is? What kind of disk it is?
This is managed disk.
Managed.
So your answer in this one is correct. You're paying full for 127 GB. In this manner, I may need an unmanaged disk. Why? Because I am planning to install a Raspberry Pi or a Linux Kali which hardly takes 50 MB. So maybe I'll take 127 GB, but I will be charged only for 50 MB. Or maybe I'll just take 50 MB, because when I create one unmanaged disk, then it's up to me. I will select the size. Azure did not allow me to select the size when I take the managed disk. Minimum it assigned me 127, and there is no option to decrease. But when I go for unmanaged disk, I can create a disk of 1 GB also. Because I'm not using 127 GB, why should I pay? This could be one scenario where you would require unmanaged disk. Is it clear? Sorry for the confusion. Your answer was correct here. In case of managed disk, you are paying for full, whatever you are getting here. Unmanaged, you pay only for what you use. Plus, you have an option to take a smaller disk. That could be one case where you will use unmanaged disk. But this is only one slightest benefit you are getting. But apart from that, there are many, if you talk about pro and cons, there are many cons. Like there is no snapshot. This option, do you see? Snapshot, create a snapshot. This is as good as backup. If it was an unmanaged disk, you will not get this option to create a snapshot. You can't do that. You cannot create a snapshot. And there are many things which you cannot do. Details are given here in this one, right? Got it, guys? First scenario, when will you create unmanaged disk? You will never see it in production environment. A big company, a giant company, even a small company, they will never worry about it. They will be happy to pay some amount extra, but they will require, they will want, and they would ask for all these options. So you will never ever see this. I mean, I rarely see this. But yes, if there are thousands of machine with the same scenario, then I don't want to pay. Let's imagine 100 GB on 100 machines. Then I'm paying unnecessarily extra. Then I may come for unmanaged. But you will never see that. I have never seen it yet. But yes, there is an option. Maybe for an individual, I am planning to run just simple Kali and I don't want to pay for this. I'm using pay as you go. I don't want to pay. And I don't have to worry about the backup and snapshot and nothing. It's simple machine. I'm just using it for some purpose and I'm going to destroy it. Then I can go for unmanaged one. Got it, guys? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
Plus, this is optional. Fine. 127, I needed 50 MB, but my work will be done in 127 GB also. It is not a show blocker. It is not a stoppage for me, right? Maximum kya hoga? I'm paying some dollars extra, but I'm paying maybe some few dollars extra, but is it stopping my services? Let's say I don't want to go with unmanaged disk, right? Though I'm using just 50 MB, I don't want to go with unmanaged disk. Is it a show blocker for me? Is it a stopper for me? No, you simply go for managed disk, use 127, pay for it, your services are working. What is the drawback here? You're paying few extra bucks. That's it. Is it clear? First scenario.
Yes.
yes.
Second scenario. You are bringing the machine. You are migrating a machine. That machine's C drive has a capacity of 50 terabyte. Can you migrate that machine to Azure using the same managed disk? Here, it's not about money and nothing. My simple question is, technically, can I have that machine here? Is it possible?
No, we cannot, as
Why not?
managed disk is only 127 GB.
No, it is not.
But
I
we
can
can
increase
increase
it.
it.
Yes. Why did you say only 127? Default, it is 127. I can increase it, but increase it to what level? Yes, you are on correct track. Whoever answer, you are on correct track. But increase it to what level? What is the size I quoted of my machine?
Uh,
50 TB,
something
50
50
terabyte.
TB. Yes.
Terabyte. Okay. Now you're saying you can increase this disk drive. I say, fine, I'm happy. Increase it. What is the level? What is the maximum? Did anyone go and check, by the way? You guys increased and decreased so many times. Did anyone check? What is the maximum level of increase you have? This is the maximum you have. How much is it?
32,767.
Terabyte?
GB.
How
Gigabyte.
much in terabyte? Simple, 32 terabyte, guys. Somewhere here and there. Yeah, it's 32 terabyte. It's okay. Don't worry. 32 terabyte it is. So maximum you can have it's 32 terabyte. And what is the disk size I have, which I want to migrate? It's 50 terabyte.
50.
So in this case, no matter if you want to pay extra, whatever it is technically impossible to bring that machine unless you go ahead with an unmanaged disk. Unmanaged disk you can create for 50 terabyte also. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
What about others? Are you guys getting it? Managed disk and unmanaged disk.
Yes,
We have not covered
Right.
how to create unmanaged disk. वो सब नहीं cover किया है. So don't worry if not talking about those questions. And trust me on this, no one is asking you how to create unmanaged disk. Maximum they can ask differences between them, scenario, when will we use. This is the best one you can tell them. Because first वाले में भी थोड़ा बहुत confusion है that isn't it good option to just pay some extra dollars? Yeah. You just simply tell them that if you're planning to migrate a machine whose C drive size is more than 32 terabyte, you'll have to use unmanaged disk. That's all. There is no argument beyond it. There is no drawback. There is no workaround. There's nothing to this. It's maximum 32. That's it. Full stop. Period. So if you want anything beyond 32 TB, you'll have to go with unmanaged disk. How to recognize whether the disk is managed or unmanaged? A simple one is your managed disk will always have an option to take snapshot. So if you click on this, your managed disk will have an option to take create snapshot. Unmanaged disk will not have. Your unmanaged disk will have an option here to convert to manage. Managed disk will not have. These two answers are more than enough. Clear, guys, to everyone? Managed and unmanaged disk concept.
Yes, sir.
Great. Then let's get started. We'll start with storage account now. I have already shown you how to create storage account, but that was just a glance of it. Now we'll go step by step, looking at all these options like we did in our virtual machines. Before that, anyone has any questions, feel free to ask. I'm selecting my resource group. All these details, you know, you have to select a subscription. You'll have to select a resource group. You'll have to give a name. By now, you guys know that you cannot have a duplicate name, right? What kind of naming convention it should have? It should everything should be in uppercase. It should be unique. It can contain only alphabet and number. No special character it will accept. Look at this. The moment I put hyphen, it is not accepting it. Right? Then you'll have to select region. Snapshot is backup, you can say. I'm just assuming person who asked the question, mic is not working. Otherwise, I always prefer you guys to unmute yourself and speak, because unless you speak here, you won't speak in your interview. But fine, if your mic is not working, I'm just assuming that. So snapshot is a backup of that particular disk. Okay, right. So the naming convention, I hope this is clear to everyone. Anyone has any doubt till here? Naming convention?
No.
No. Region, you always select the region which is closest to your users. I mean, if I have my users, I'm running again an app like Swiggy, and all data will be saved here of local restaurant, and my local users all are here. So I would want my database and my storage somewhere nearby. I don't want my data to travel from Pune to East US altogether. It will create latency issues, right? So depending on your nature of the business and spectators, users, based on that, you select the region.
Sir, but if the virtual machine stay in India and we are using users are in central India, it's okay?
Both are in India, right?
Okay.
Both in India, you said, right?
No, it's a different region then.
This is okay in all the cases. You can have your machine in East US and your storage account in India or Korea, anywhere. Connectivity problem is not there. It gets connected over the internet. I'm talking about the latency issue. And it's not about your virtual machine. Why your virtual machine is in picture? Let's say, again, I'll come back to the same example which I quoted initially, that I don't even have a virtual machine. I'm a photographer. I click pictures. I have a storage account on Azure. I upload pictures and you guys are downloading it and you're paying me for that. Simple. There is no virtual machine. But who's liking my pictures? Let's say that I am a devotional photographer. I do photography in, let's say, in Diwali, in Holi, in Ganesh Chaturthi, Eid, right? In these occasions, I do my photography. Who's gonna like these pictures? Someone from Korea, someone from US, or people from India?
Obviously, India only.
Obviously India, right? I am in India. I'm doing my job in India, clicking pictures in India. So wherever I am uploading it, my laptop, it is in India, right? I'm doing my job is in India. My spectators, people who are downloading my pictures, they are also in India. So I have got one idea that this is the region where I would be uploading and downloading. Still, if I want, I can have my storage account in US and I can upload it. It works over the internet. There's no technical glitch in this. I can upload it. Fine. And people from India who want to download my pictures as wallpaper and they want to pay, from India, they can again obviously go ahead and download it from there. There is no technical glitch in this one. But unnecessary, what am I doing? I'm creating the chances of latency. Maybe there's a picture of 25 MB. It's a huge picture. I have clicked it in Mark 7. It's a huge picture, a raw image, 30 MB, right? It's gonna take some time. So, and it's not only me in this business. Maybe there are some more people. Let's say there's another photographer. He or she keeps his or her data here in India, in central India, in Pune, right? So uploading picture for me and for him, it will be a different task. For me, it's gonna take some time, some bandwidth. Right? It will take some time. And for this person, it will be very easy, very simple. It is closest to him. And for these users, downloading from here, it is going to take some time and it will be done quickly from here. This is the only difference. Other than that, there is no technical glitch. You can keep wherever you want. Is it clear? And we may think यार कितना ही difference हो जाएगा 2 seconds से क्या फर्क पड़ता है, but there is a survey that people or users, if your website is slower compared to your competitor, even if it's slower for 7 seconds, users, they tend to move to the next option. You take your own example. You eat something or maybe just have juice or something and you try to make payment using Google Pay, and Google Pay app is not opening for 5 seconds. What do? Will you open it again, give it a try, or let's wait for 1 minute? Or will you simply switch to phone pay or maybe Paytm or any other app which you have? What would you do?
We'll switch to another app.
Simple. No one wants to wait, right? So the latency of seconds also, it does matter for a business. And first time, let's say this user, first time it's downloading my image from here, and it is taking a lot of time. And same user says, yeah, I have to wish my people, I want to, download some good Diwali image. Diwali is there and I want to download, I want to send greetings to people. Yahan se to download ho hi nahi, let me download it from here. The moment this person has downloaded, he has got a permanent customer. Next time advertise isko chala jayega, this person will get more prompts and this person will share it to a few more people. Are ye website achhi hai, Diwali ke greetings maine yahan se download kari, you do it. So it's not just one image. Even these 7 or 6 or 8 seconds of latency, it makes a lot of difference on business. Now, this is very basic examples I'm giving you of picture downloading. Now imagine this, making some orders. Let's say that I have a business of I prepare diya or kandil or this Diwali toran वगैरह वो हम घर पे बनाते हैं, that I sell, and I'm keeping all my data and everything here, my websites and my data and everything here in US. You guys are trying to order something. I'm sitting in Pune, okay? I'm preparing it in Pune. The material here is in Pune. But because I did not have anyone good in at technical side, that person hosted my website and my storage in US, and all my spectators and my users and my buyers, they are also in from Pune. But unnecessary, they are spending the bandwidth and they are connecting to a site which is hosted in East US, which is consuming time. And at the same time, they have another option whose website is hosted here in the same region, Pune. It will be quicker for them. Make payment quickly and simply get it done. And once they order it from there, they will simply share it with their friends. Yeah, this is very good site. This is very fast. You order it from here. You know how are you getting it? How it impacts the business? Ultimately, we are using cloud to get more business, to save money. Is it clear, guys? That why will we keep? How will we decide this? Where to keep it? By the way, this is just for your understanding. As I told you, as an administrator, implementation engineer, you don't even have to worry about it. Let's say that there is a business, some Indian company has approached your company. Let's say you are working with some XYZ company and Bajaj is your client. You know Bajaj is Indian company. Their customers are Indian, everything. But still, they have asked you to create a storage account in Italy. You are not going to question or give this lecture to them. This study was already done. Maybe they are launching some project there. Maybe there's some compliance issue, maybe some government related issue. It could be anything. You have nothing to do with it. You don't have to worry. In your build sheet, if you have got as Italy, you will simply go ahead with Italy North. You don't have to worry about it. All these things I explained to you, so you should have some understanding. ये नहीं होना चाहिए कि जाने के बाद आपको कुछ पता ही नहीं है and you're saying no, whatever we do by the book. हमको जो आता है बस हम वही करते हैं. इतना भी लेम आंसर नहीं होना चाहिए आप लोगों का. This is the reason I keep on explaining these things to you. But will all these things come to your level? Never. As far as you're working as an administrator and implementation engineer, these things are not coming to you. वो आपकी आर्किटेक्ट टीम के साथ ऑलरेडी डिस्कशन हो चुका होगा. एवरीथिंग, योर बिजनेस टीम, योर आर्किटेक्ट टीम, दे विल सिट विद क्लाइंट, दे विल शेयर देयर डेटा, these people will share their inputs. दोनों का डिस्कशन होगा, मीटिंग्स होता है बहुत कुछ, और उसके बाद ही आपका लो लेवल डायग्राम बन के आपके पास आता है. एवरीथिंग हैज बीन डिस्कस्ड. Pricing, compliance issues, services. Maybe my business is in Pune, everything is in Pune, but I am not getting this service in this service in Pune. Just giving examples. Okay, I'm not sure if this is available in Pune region or not. We can cross check that. Maybe I'm not getting ZRS in Pune, or maybe I'm not getting RAGRS in Pune. Hence, I want to go ahead and select some UAE region. It could be anything. So you don't have to worry about it. Whatever you get in your build sheet, you simply start deploying based on that. But you should know the rationale behind it. कि किस तरह के points discuss होते हैं based on what you do it. So is it clear, guys? And it has nothing to do with your virtual machine. We'll discuss that कि आपके virtual machine से कब उसका correlation बनता है. But as of now, understand them in isolation. So where is your virtual machine? We don't have to worry about it because this is being accessed over the internet. तो आपका machine अगर East US में है, storage आपका पुणे में है, it doesn't matter. We'll see that when we talk about private connection. So is this clear? Region point?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now look at this. What does it say? That not all storage accounts configuration available in all regions. तो कुछ services होगी जो किसी region में होगी, कुछ में नहीं होगी. So safer side will go with East US. That is the most updated region they have. Performance, standard and premium. Standard में they may use some IOPS वगैरह extra होता है. IOPS, it's your disk input output per second. I'll just copy it somewhere. This is what I'm talking about. IOPS, input output per second. I mean, it is just performance. If you select standard, you will get good performance. If you select premium, you'll get better performance. Low latency in premium. यहाँ पर भी low ही होती है, but if there is some crucial app जहाँ पे बहुत ही quicker चाहिए आपको, like bank app or maybe something related to national security, government, RBI, anything, then you will obviously go with premium. To read more details, you can simply click here and it will give you more details, but they won't ask much about it. But still, out of curiosity, if you want to learn what are the difference between premium and standard, you can do you can check it here. This is the box, but I will not recommend. I have not seen people asking questions on them. They will ask you what are the types, preferences when it comes to performance. So standard and premium, that's it. Redundancy, I have explained it already, so I don't think so we have to repeat it. As of now, I'm going with LRS. Next, under advanced, what are the options do we have? Require secure transfer for REST API operations. Anyone who knows what are the REST API operations?
No idea.
Anyone?
Sir, by REST API, I know.
Yes, what is it?
When we want, like, when we want to communicate two applications, we have to make it like.
Yes, simple, fine. I'll explain it to you quickly. And we have only 7 minutes left. I'll explain it to you. Though it has nothing to do with Azure, but I see that none of you know about it, so I'll explain it very quickly. Have you guys, I'll always use this example. Maybe you'll see it in my old videos also. Have you guys used any application which tells you the condition of weather? That how's the weather today in your city?
Yes.
Yes, I'm
Yeah.
sure all of you have used it. Right? How many apps are there? Do you see only 1 or 2 apps, or there are n number of apps? You just search one and apps and website, there are n number of them.
Yes.
Yeah, there are n number of apps. So calculating the weather, it's not a cheap work. It takes a lot of instruments. So do you think it's possible for all of these small application owners and websites? I can quickly create a website where I have all the uh, front end and everything available, UI available, where you can just type the city name and search for weather. It's very easy for me. But is it possible for me to go ahead and deploy the actual equipments जो वेदर को कैलकुलेट करेंगे हर एरिया में, हर सिटी में? इज इट पॉसिबल फॉर एवरीवन? व्हाट डू यू थिंक?
No, sir.
It's not possible.
It is not. So then how does it work? So if you pick any website where I can check of weather of Pune or anywhere, I can go to that website and I can put my city's name and I will get the weather details. For example, this website. Okay, now look at this. I'm getting the website here. This is the website, and I get all these details: the air quality, wind, and what is the temperature forecast, everything. Do you think these people, they have actually went and installed their own equipments? And I can
No.
sit here and I can select any city wherever I want. You can not only in India, not only my city, wherever, whichever city I want in whole world, I can do that. So it's not possible for these guys to do that. So how are they working on this, right? So what they do, that there are few companies जिन्होंने ये सब कर रखा है कि अपने अपने equipment, there are huge giants companies, they could afford it and they have done it, or maybe they have tie up with each other. Maybe not one company has done it for complete geographical area, maybe 5-6 companies, or maybe they have tie up with government, but somehow they do have access, the first hand access to this data कि किस city में किस तरह का ये चल रहा है, temperature और ये air quality etc. ये सब है. Okay, they do have access. So what am I doing? I will just create my website, accuweather.com. I will create my website. I will create all these functions, etc. Everything. So people can log in here and they can come here. They can click on the city. They can change the city and they will get the information. But from where am I getting the information? This accuweather.com. इसको information कहाँ से मिल रही है? So what will I do? I will connect one of these companies. I will create a pact with them कि यार दिन में मैं आपसे 1000 inquiries करूंगा, and for every inquiry I will be paying you 1 paisa. I don't know the amount and everything. Okay, I'm just quoting random numbers, but this is how it works. I'm quoting random numbers, and how these contract works, I'm not sure about it, but technically this is how it works. So they will connect with them. वो उनको पैसा देते होगे या इस एड का रेवेन्यू शेयर करते होगे, दैट आई एम नॉट अवेयर ऑफ एंड इट्स नन ऑफ आवर बिजनेस, वी डोंट इवन हैव टू वरी अबाउट इट. However they are paying, we don't have to worry about it. But how are they getting the information? Using APIs. API क्या होता है? API के थ्रू यहाँ से the moment you make some query, backend में ये वेबसाइट जाके सेम क्वेरी कर रहा है उनके डेटाबेस से. They have a database जहाँ पे ये सब कुछ अवेलेबल है. You make any query here, they are making the same query there in the backend और आपको यहाँ पर डिस्प्ले कर रहे हैं. It is as good as a middleman, but they are using their own UI, their own website and everything. So what they are using in the background, that is called API. That is how they are fetching the data from the actual data holder, जिसके पास भी ये पूरा data होगा. Is it clear, guys, to everyone?
Yes, sir.
So it allows two platforms to share information with each other. This is how they are sharing information with AccuWeather और AccuWeather ने आपको दे दी. This is how they are earning and वो जो भी इनको चार्ज करते होंगे. इस तरह से 50 कंपनी होगी जो सब उनसे डेटा ये करते होंगे. That's what your API is. So if I am running, if I am one of those giants जिसने सब कुछ लगा रखा है वहां पे, and if I have my database, right? So I want other companies to access my database using APIs. That time I will check this. और अगर मेरा उस तरह का कोई डेटा है ही नहीं जहां पे कोई API से कनेक्ट करना ही नहीं वाला, I have simple data जहां पर आप लोग आने वाले हो, पिक्चर डाउनलोड करोगे directly and you will go, I won't check this. It's up to me. Got it? What does it mean? APIs?
Yes, sir.
Now allow enabling anonymous access to individual containers. This is what we kept unchecked yesterday. Hence you guys were not able to see whatever I uploaded on my blobs, on my containers. So if you want कि इसको कोई भी access कर सके, I am creating the storage account for the same purpose. So anyone can access and download the pictures. So check this box. But this applies only for containers. What all categories do I have in my storage account, by the way, apart from containers?
Blobs, files, queues,
Yes, guys, what about
Files,
others? Are you
queue.
not reading?
tables.
Yeah, so that applies only for container. That check was only for container. Okay, only 30 seconds are left, guys. Do you guys want a break or can we continue without break?
Break
can
of 5 minutes.
Okay, so it's only 30 seconds are pending. Let's connect by 15:28. Sharp 5 minutes. Whatever time is there in your watch, sharp 5 minutes.
Okay, sir.